Well, as we continue our journey, our adventures, our exploration, our life around Australia, we're taking you up from Orange, through the central west, up into Queensland. And like normal, the chappie are doing it by free camping. Why do we free camp, as I say? Well, I say this all the time. We want to travel like the original drovers, where they'd go along for a bit, pull into a nice little spot, and camp there away from people. So on this journey, we're going to head our way all the way up, probably to Toowoomba a bit further on, and have a bit of a breather as well. Since we've left Orange, where we absolutely free camped anyway, and pulled into a fantastic camp in Coonabarabran. Now this camp was at the golf course, where it's free to camp there for 48 hours, so you can go out and venture and see what Coonabarabran has to offer. Great thing about Coonabarabran is it's set up on the golf club there, so if you want a refreshment or you want a fantastic Chinese meal, you're right there at the golf club. If you like to walk, probably about 1.5 kilometres into town, you'll find some scrumptious cafes. In fact, I'd say they've got more cafes than they have sheep in Coonabarabran. And some great little hidey holes and a fantastic park at Nelson's Park. Here we are here, we travelled all the way through. We're about 25 kilometres north of Milmari. Found this beautiful little spot here. Couldn't get over how good it is. It's a hard standing spot. There might have been an old gravel tip, but it's certainly not an old gravel tip anymore. Probably about 100 metres off the road, so there is a little bit of a road noise if you're sensitive of sleeping. Well, what a fantastic spot. What an absolutely fantastic spot there is. And just have a look around here. Why, isn't it? You look after yourself as we head up now to a place called Milmari. I think that's in Queensland, so we'll be crossing the border. About 2.5 hours from where we are. We're going to pull up to a great 72-hour spot. Let's go. Well, here we are in a little town called Milmari, which is on the Gore Highway between Gundawindi and Toowoomba. And let me tell you, this place is another purpose-built place. It's in the township, or a couple of minutes. It's called Waypole Park. Now look at this. There's room for a good 6, 7, 8, 9 caravans and vans here. And what's great about it, it's got a bin, there's water here, and there's a great sheltered cover area. How good is this, eh? This is what it's all about. There is a dump point in the town. In fact, the dump point is just over there. So this bloody place is just the duck's guts for free camping. Again, 72 hours, and that's all you need. Well, like I said here, 72 hours in Milmari on the Gore Highway between Toowoomba and Gundawindi. Plenty of room for plenty of caravans around here. It's quite quiet as well. There's a dump point just across the paddock there, probably a 50-metre walk. That's all you got. And there is tap water where you can top up. You need to be self-contained here. They don't like your grey water on the ground. That's okay. We'll be heading into town tomorrow and see what it's like. It's not a big town, but it looks like it's going to be comfortable. A nice little walk for you and the kids. Well, there you go. That's our time here at Milmari. Bloody great spot, as I keep telling you. It's free. I think it's 72 hours. We're only hanging here for 48 hours. Great undercover barbecue area. Okay, but the town, seriously, it's 400 or 500 metres maximum. And you need a pie, you get to that baker shop. Bloody fantastic. Also, there's a laundromat. We don't run with a wash machine in our trunk because we feel it chews up too much water, and it gives us an opportunity to get into town. So we've got a fantastic laundromat in here, and it's card operated. That makes it easy. Like I said, there's a dump point just across the road. Fresh water here where you can top up your water. Milmari, you've done us proud. So now Chappie's Travels, we're heading up to Dalby, D-A-L-B-Y, and probably to Miles or Chinchilla, where we're going to find another free camp so that you and your families can get out there and have a great budget holiday. Because what did you buy your caravan for? You didn't buy it to become a block of flats in a caravan park. Not that there's anything wrong with caravan parks. Let's get going. Take it easy. These budget caravanning sites we come across, they get you off the beaten track to check out places you've not seen before. A bit like Chinchilla, we're about to land, and the big watermelon slice behind us. And a bit of trivia for you. This slice was donated by What If on their 18-year celebration. How good is that? So come here and let's check out where we're staying here at Chinchilla. Now I don't want you getting too excited about this free camp, but here we are in Chinchilla, out at the Chinchilla Weir. In fact, it's a donation camp, whether it's $5 or $10. Well, if you don't have a dollar, you're cool. This place here is a fisher person's paradise. Like how I put fisher person? It's good hard deck here. I'm going to show you some stuff that's really going to surprise you here, but it just also shows you how easy it is to travel up through Queensland. We'll travel anywhere on a caravan. Listen to the bird life on a budget. Come and have a look at this. What about this camp kitchen behind us here? Full stainless steel, 2 stainless steel gas barbecues, a running sink, and you've got 4 240-volt sockets up there to charge your laptops or your phones or whatever you need to be doing. Now this has been put on here by the council. In fact, there's 8 sockets. 2, 4, 6, 8 sockets, 240-volt sockets. This has been put on by the Chinchilla Council. How good is this? And we haven't even got halfway through what we've got here to show you. Remember, this bloody thing's free. Or donation if you got a dollar. Way over there is a jetty, so you can go out there and the kids can dive off there. Guys are fishing here. You've got this great eating bench out here, which is just in front of the camp kitchen. Another great thing about it, they've done a ramp up that goes up to the camp kitchen. How good is that? And the whole system around here is a step, so you'd have a good party up here, some friends. And there's plenty of room to which I'm going to show you. And you go for a bit of a walk, and here we have kids' playground. In fact, it's a public camping area again. More barbecue area, more weir, and in fact, a public boat ramp. How good is that? But just the covered area is absolutely fantastic. I reckon she'd get used up quite a lot in the summer period. But if you're travelling through with your kids or just on your own, you got to look at this joint and think, wow, how good is this? Probably at about 10 minutes out of Chinchilla. And here we have the toilets. Got both female and male and disabled toilets here. And there is water, they are flushing. The water's not potable. Well, it probably is, but they want to say that so you don't get crook. And it's just manicured. The lawns are manicured with another fire pit. So that's 2 fire pits it has here at Chinchilla Weir. Now we're coming into the camping area where we found ourselves with caravans. They've all got their individual bays. So let's go for a walk in there. Let me show you something bloody special, eh? That's right, bloody special. And here you have us camped here on a fully powered site. That's right, fully powered site. I think there's about 10 of these, could be more, could be wrong. Like I said, there's more camping down there on the grass area, plenty in the bay. There's 10 powered sites here, 0 or a donation to the information centre in Chinchilla. Get a bit of that up here. And I reckon you can't travel around Australia on a budget. Well, I certainly reckon we can. So we're here for 48 hours before we move on to our next life. So if you're keen to get out there and adventure Australia, in particular up here in Queensland, get yourself onto the maps, get yourself onto the local councils in the areas you want to go and see what they've got out there. You've got Wikicamps, Campedia, there's plenty of things out there. I use Google Maps and I like to use the councils. Because I'm telling you, there's plenty out there. And when you're living on the road full time, saving $1 helps. Look after yourself. Thanks for following Chappie's Travels. And if we can do anything for you, you just flick us a message and maybe we can go out and investigate that for you too. Now I'm feeling like the Leyland brothers because I used to take letters in and say, we go to that area, check it out for you. Look after yourself. And if you're not travelling, why not?